Day 4. So technically we do have a video up for today. They're scheduled for Mondays and Fridays currently. Again, I don't know if that counts for this little challenge, but I'm gonna say it doesn't. Or maybe I'm building credit for when I can't do a video. We'll try to just get the 30 and I'll use those for credits in case things get hectic. Anyway, so today's topic for the challenge is, why do you love Mondays? And I'm actually not, I don't get, well, I mean, I get it. You know, the whole, the weekend's over, going back to work thing, that's, you know, it's challenging. I don't work on Mondays technically. Like I work Monday through Friday for another job, but it's a work at home job. It's pretty easy. Yeah, so I don't really count it. The other one, my other job that really actually pays the bills, I don't work on Mondays, so I don't. So if I guess that's what I love about Mondays. I don't work on them. I get to stay at home and work on the things that I want to work on, and kind of doing, doing that, and that, you know, the fun work. So that's what I love about Mondays, is I get to focus on my fun work rather than my work, which is just, you know, like normal work. It's tedious. But yeah, I don't really get it. I mean, I get it. Like I said, I get it, right? The weekend's over. You got to go back to the grind. You got to earn that paycheck. You got to do what you have to do for your financial well-being. All good and all that. But again, and you know, it takes a little while to get into the groove, I guess, you know, so you kind of, you know, working off of that weekend time, and thus Mondays get their bad rap. But really, it's just a day like any other, and not all Mondays, you know, kind of have that negative connotation. Again, like me, I technically have Mondays off, you know, and then like a lot of people, you know, might have Monday might be their, you know, Friday, their last day until they get a weekend, you know. That I used to, when I worked a security job over here for corporate security, Mondays were my Friday, last day, and I had Tuesday, Wednesday off. It was awesome. And yeah, so I look forward to Mondays. Then I loved it because it meant that I'd be going to Disneyland either the next day on a Tuesday or on a Wednesday. So that was usually a Tuesday, because that way you can, you know, you stay out late too. Don't have to worry about it. But yeah, that's about it. And these are quick. I'm always making them way longer than they have to be, just because like I have to put like the Google Hangouts together. It takes about as long as these videos. It's kind of, so I don't know, trying to milk them, I suppose. Jedi topic, right? Not, you know, let's make it longer. You know, you're sitting here, you're watching it. I didn't make you watch it. You chose to watch this. Why? I'll never know, but congratulations. So Jedi topic. How about that? I saw someone write that the Jedi ISM Code is, there is no right way, there is no wrong way, there is no only way. You do what's right for you, and I do what's right for me. That's incorrect. That's not how that works. The Jedi does have a very specific path. It does have very specific guidelines. And if you do not live and follow those guidelines, then you are not a Jedi. It's not what I feel is a Jedi. It's not what you feel is a Jedi. There is a very clear core to being a Jedi, and that is broad. It has a very broad, definition. As I say, with the Jedi, you are confined in a box, but it's a rather big box. So, yeah, that is not how that works. You don't. people miss it, right? Because most people who get involved with the Jedi Path have like good intentions and things like that. They believe in doing good and things like that. Even instinctively, a lot of people who first start the Jedi Path kind of adhere to the core of the Jedi way, and they may not even know it, right? It's just kind of like because of the media, right? Because of Star Wars, because of where our fictional inspiration, where our inspiration comes from, they automatically kind of abide by that core. So they think they can just leave this free-flowing, oh, you can't tell me how to be a Jedi thing, and they can run with that. Except here's a problem: people are people. And as much as there's good people out there, there's some really bad people out there. And that's just the way it is. It happens. And for a plethora of reasons, in fact. But by that definition, by that logical, if you follow that through to its logical conclusion, I could go around, stabbing people in the eye, being like, well, that's just how I see the Jedi, that's just how I see the Jedi Path. You do you and I'll do me. And you can't tell me that's not the Jedi way. Like, you can do that. Like, there was a person, and you do see it in the Jedi community at times. I was a part of one site where and I will not go back to it because one of the people that they consider a leader and a Jedi master and a counselor and this paragon of what it means to be a Jedi, right? They allow him to be an online bully. And then they applaud his stories of being an offline bully. Like, oh yeah, my boss was being hard on my wife, so I walked up into her workplace and I got in that guy's face. I was like, if you ever talk to my wife like that again, I'm gonna hurt you. You don't want to take it to that level. It's like, oh, well, yeah, no, that's totally a Jedi thing to do. Right, man. You so much of a Jedi master. Oh, how did I miss it? Like, and yes, at that site, he is like applauded as this paragon. And he goes around and he had a tiff with another person who's ridiculously mannered in the Jedi community. But he wanted that person banned from the website. But the person wasn't doing their normal trolling, disrespectful behavior that they've built up a reputation for. So he started instigating. He started acting that way. He started being belittling and insulting and being an online troll, so that the other person would react in the same way, so he could get that person banned. That's totally a Jedi thing to do. Yeah, that does not fit into the Jedi Path, but that is exactly what the mentality of you do things your way, I'll do things my way. The Jedi Path is not defined. It's for each individual Jedi to define for themselves. When you set that as a precedent and when you set that as the definition, that's the behavior you get. You get self-righteousness to act however you want, as long you become, your ethics absolutely become the ends justify the means. I removed a negative element from the forums. I removed a person who has proven time and time again that they are a bad element and that they are not to have around on a website. Never mind I had to act like them. Never mind that I caused a major disruption. Never mind that I hurt people. Never mind that I acted against the Jedi Code. I acted against the Jedi principles. Never mind any of that. The fact that I removed a bad person is all that matters. The ends justify the means, which is absolutely not Jedi ethics at all. One of our videos, we will get into something called the Jedi method, which very much touches on Jedi ethics, basically Jedi decision making and how that works out, and it deals with intentions and actions and outcomes and all that. It covers the whole thing. We'll get there eventually. I don't know when we'll get there, but we'll get there eventually. Anyways, point being, the Jedi Path has a very singular core that all Jedi must adhere to, and when you don't, it is for your fellow Jedi to call you out on it. Accountability is absolutely one of the core parts of the path. So yeah. So if and there's been plenty of times where I've been called out on it. It's really, really bad when your family knows that you're a Jedi, because then you can be at dinner, and if you start like, if you're in like a bad mood, right, and you're just like, shut up, they're like, oh yeah, that's a really Jedi thing. That's a very Jedi-like thing to say, and you're just like, ah, man. And let me tell you, it's always worse when your family catches you on it. Okay, yeah. Well, that's why like when I'm having like a really bad day, like I'm like, oh yeah, my inner Darth Maul is coming out. Yeah, I retreat. I Netflix and chill it, you know. Binge watch something, go watch some Daredevil or something, you know. Yeah, it's you know, and get your Zen on, relax for a bit, chill out, you know. Yeah, you gotta just take time, recoup, rebalance, and all that fun stuff. But because Jedi has a core, and it has not only does it have a way that we are supposed to function and live our life and approach life, but also it covers us pretty well. Like, oh, you're having a really bad day. Well, what can you do? And you look at things like, you can look at things like the Jedi Circle, where you look at physical fitness, meditation, awareness, self-discipline, like those kind of practices really come into play there. And then just things like peace, serenity. One of the things I really like about serenity, and it's one of the ways that I kind of interpret the code, is, okay, so one of the ways I interpret the code is really simple. And for this line, it's through passion, serenity. And basically translating that is basically let your passions lead you to serenity, which can be really a complex idea for some. If you're brand new to the Jedi Path, don't try to just like grab onto that and go live that. Okay, it took me a while to get there. Point being that you know, it does encourage that you do take that time out and do something that you enjoy, something you do have a passion for, right? Again, that can go to physical fitness, can go to exercise, like if you really enjoy swimming or basketball or soccer or anything like that, right? Like you can go do that, and usually that's a great way to kind of distress and restabilize yourself as well. So, you know, whitewater rafting is always fun too, if you can do that. That's very rare. Not many people have access to where they can just kind of grab a raft and go whitewater rafting, but yeah, but it's good times, and if you can. But there's lots of things out there, right? And so yeah, and so the Jedi Path, it has its core. It has its core, and you can't say, oh, the Jedi Code is, you do you and I'll do me, and you don't get to tell me that there's only one way to be. Yes. When someone's been doing the Jedi Path for 20 years, they kind of get to tell you if you're doing it correctly or not. I'm sorry, that's just kind of the way it works, you know. I mean, they have to back it up, right? They have to, you know, present materials and evidence that they have to back it up. They can't just be like, I've been doing this for 20 years, so you have to listen to me. No, but at the same time, like when a yoga instructor for, let's say, 20 years, right, has been doing something, and they correct you on your posture on doing a certain yoga position, and you've just started out, you don't get to tell them, oh no, how about you just do your yoga and I'll just do my yoga, and we'll stick to our different positions. No, you don't get to do that. You don't get to be like, oh yeah, downward dog, that's just me standing here with a beer in my hand. That's my yoga. I don't care that you've been doing this your entire life. That's my yoga. You do your yoga, I'll do mine. You don't get to do that. A path is set. You kind of have to adhere to it. You don't get to go around being like, yeah, I'm a Christian, but I don't really believe in that Christ dude, and you know, that whole thou shalt not steal stuff, not really down with that. Turning the other cheek, not down with that. Love your neighbor, not down with that. You know, like yeah, church, not down with that. You know, God, like the idea of God, not really down with that. Like you don't get to like discount everything and then still claim the title. That is not how these things work. There's a reason these labels exist, and they are not set to your personal definition. I am so sorry. I'm sorry to break that to you guys. Yeah, if you claim a label, you will be held accountable to that label. That is how it works. Plenty of bad examples of that, right? There's plenty of things, like there's people out there who claim the Jedi label. I should pronunciate better. People who claim the Jedi label, and I have to shake my head like, oh man, you're representing me, and that's so sad. Please don't. Please stop. And I'm sure there's people out there who've maybe seen like a video of mine and been like, oh man, you call yourself a Jedi, please stop it. Stop it. Just stop. Right? And that's just, you know, you have to deal with that. That is the essence of a label. The good and the bad, unfortunately. So yeah, no, Jedi, you don't get to go around being like, you do your Jedi, I'll do my Jedi. It's not this. You're not Naruto, and this isn't the ninja way. Okay, you don't get to have it your way of the ninja. All right, you have to adhere to the core of the Jedi path. And if you do not, then you don't get the name. Please don't use the name. Stop it. Like, just let it go. Let it go. You'll be happier. I'll be happier. We'll all be happier. If you just stop running like the name through the mud. We'll see how many people hear this one. Okay, so I've rambled on enough. I've hit day 4. I'm rocking this thing, man. Suckers. I will totally maybe get 15 days in. The real challenge is going to be coming up Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, because that's the California Jedi Gathering. I will be looking to still do these things, but the quality is probably going to be, I don't even know exactly how. I'm probably going to have to do them from my phone. But yeah, I don't know how that's going to work yet. So it's going to be a learning experience in the moment. Go Jedi adaptability or whatever. Camera just went all weird. Okay. All right, whatever. So that's it. That's done. Get out of here. Go do something productive, Jedi. And non-Jedi who watch, because non-Jedi are commenting on the things. I see you commenting. I see you watching these videos. Weirdo. Got nothing better to do with your time. See, that's what you think, man. You're commenting, and all it really shows is that you have like 10 to 15 minutes of your life to throw away. Go do something productive. What's the matter with you people? Go do. You know what? I'm gonna go do something productive. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. No, it's kind of the end of the day. You know what? I'm gonna go have dinner. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go get some dinner. That's productive. And then I'm gonna go be a vegetable and play some like online Star Wars games. That's what I'm gonna do. Waste some time. You can watch more YouTube video, I guess. I don't know. Go have fun.